Hello, and welcome, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so I know I've talked about it before, but this is my hobby. Okay, this making Vroid characters and making content with them has become my hobby. It's become my thing that I like to do, to de-stress, to express myself, take care of my mental health, all of those good things. This has become something that's really, really fun for me to do. And I just wanted to share that with you. I make a lot of cosplays for this particular Vroid model, and anybody who does Vroid characters knows that every outfit change, quote unquote, is an entirely different model. They're all different models. So every time you see this same model wearing something different hairstyle, anything, it's a different model. Now, I started making Vroid characters. I got into this kind of in a roundabout way. I had watched Berlizzi play VR chat and I was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. Because one of the girls in the video had said, oh, I made this avatar. And I was like, you can make it? How do you do that? So then I started Googling and trying to find out how you could do that. Because I was like, that's so cool. I'd like to do that. At the time I was fresh out the army. I was like, trying to find some kind of outlet besides wife, mother, caretaker, maid. And I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean. Whenever I like something, I tend to research it, kind of. I'll just I'll Google things about it. I'll watch lots of videos on it. So that's what I was doing when it came to VR chat. And I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. I really want to play this. What do I do? Okay. So I was looking into it and it was saying that you have to have a certain amount of hours in the game and reach a certain user status to even be able to upload your own avatar. So then I started going into VR chat and I went into VR chat and I found, you can go into avatar worlds and clone yourself an avatar, get yourself an avatar. So I was looking for black girl avatars, because I am black, so I wanted a black avatar. Go figure. So I was looking for black girl avatars, and it was very difficult to find a black girl avatar that was not naked. And I wanted to kind of represent me, and that's just not my vibe. Titties out, ass out, that's not my vibe. That it's okay if that's your vibe, that's just not my vibe. So I wanted something to kind of represent me, normal looking chick wearing normal clothes, happens to be also brown. Couldn't find it. So that's what I then wanted to create for myself. So I spent a lot of time in VR chat. Again, never found a crowd that was halfway decent. Never. Never. So anyway, I spent a lot of time just in VR chat, just trying to meet people or whatever. I was just trying to get a feel for the game. And that was what was fun about it for me, was just when I was getting a feel for the game, when I was going around looking at everything. And also, I don't have a VR headset. I wish I did, but I don't. So I was playing on PC, right? So once I got enough hours in the game to make, new user. And then I was able to upload things. So then I uploaded my avatar and, still never found my people. But I realized that upon doing all the research that I was doing for VR chat and stuff like that, hey, you can use this avatar that you made for Vroid. You can kind of puppeteer it and use it to make videos and such, do content creation. And I was like, really? Oh, well, that sounds right up my freaking alley, right? So that is the roundabout way that I got into using a Vroid avatar. That is the way that this all came about for me. I started with YouTube, and then YouTube was difficult because I was just there was no views. And believe me, I do not mind not having a whole lot of people watch, but it was just it was really rough to put all that energy into a video and there's one view over 2 weeks or something like that. So anyway, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try TikTok, but I don't know how to do TikTok. I don't know how to put this on the phone. So I had to figure out how to do that. I started off with a reality avatar, and I just didn't like that the customization was linked to all of this different, the rules of that game and the currency in that game and all that stuff. And I was like, I don't want to have to use this currency to customize my model. I was like, okay, so that's out. So now I have to figure out how to get my Vroid onto the phone, for TikTok. And I used to go about it a really roundabout way. I started on VC Face, and then I would record what I wanted on VC Face, and then I would like edit it down, and then I would like, make it the correct dimensions, and then I would like send it to my drive, and then put that on my phone, and then upload it. Which was difficult. And I'm so grateful for things like Virtue app, because now I just pretty much exclusively use Virtue app to like do my TikToks and stuff like that. So much easier. But yeah, and so I started doing the TikTok thing. I was having a whole lot of fun doing TikTok. And then I started my Twitch right after I started my TikTok. And I was like, you know what? This will be cool. Maybe some people from TikTok will come over to my Twitch. Maybe. But, like I said, I am so good at talking to myself that it's not an issue if like people don't show up to my stream, because I will still just talk to myself. This is my outlet. This is my thing. You know what I'm saying? My thing for me to stay sane. But then I started doing these cosplays because I was like really wanting to get better at creating the characters. And so I started doing these digital cosplays. I am a person who is not very good at makeups and things. Okay. IRL, I am allergic to makeup. Now, that used to matter a whole lot more back in the day because they didn't have all of these like affordable hypoallergenic makeup like they have now. So I never really learned how to do makeup really, really well because of that very thing. I was just like, okay, I guess makeup is just not going to be for me, because when I put makeup on my face breaks out. If I want to get like, the only hyperallergenic makeup that I knew about back then was Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals was super expensive back then. So I was like, yeah, it's just going to be a no for me for makeup, which is fine. So I never really learned how to do makeup. And then I developed early as a child, if we know what that means. And so I hated people looking at me like that when I was freaking 11 with double D's. So I always wore just like a big hoodie, big pants. I always just covered up. So my style didn't really develop like that. And then had become really self-conscious. And then anyway, when I got older and became less self-conscious, I still just dressed like a teenage boy. So I still kind of dress like a teenage boy. I steal a lot of my husband's clothes. He doesn't dress like a teenage boy, but I steal his clothes and then I look like a teenage boy. So it just is what it is. I'm not very stylish or whatever. But through the V-Roids, I've really been able to like kind of like find a style that I like, and also cosplay, which is something that I always wanted to do, but I'm just really not good at like visual art. But doing the V-Roid cosplays and stuff was something that really let me be able to do something that I've always wanted to do, which is cosplay. So I just wanted to show you guys a couple of my little cosplays, just in case you wanted to see. Maybe you don't want to see. If you don't want to see, look away, because it's about to come at you. Oh my gosh. You ever say something that's like super cringy or whatever, and you said it, so it's there. I said it, it's there, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys now. Okay, so this one is like one of my favorites. It's one of the top for me for cosplays that I made based off of the character. One of my favorite characters, Yoruichi from Bleach. Hold on. Let me back it up. So you can see. Let me back it up. Let me back it up. You wanna cry about it, diaper baby? I'm not going to be able to show you all of them because my son just woke up, and so I'm going to have to now stop recording and stuff like that. But I did want to, just show you a couple of them and kind of tell you the story about how my life tell you about like how I got into this in the first place and how it can be done for the free. The only thing that I really paid any money for was this Leap motion controller, and I got it used, so it's not as much as it was. Like, I think it's like $80 brand new, and I got it for like $40. So yeah, that's the only thing I spent money on, because I thought it was important for my hands to work. But then sometimes I don't even use them, especially on stream. Sometimes I don't even use them, so that's crazy. But 100% you do not have to spend money. Everybody always talks about how expensive it is to be a VTuber, and I guess if you go the 2D route and you have to get somebody to like do all of that art and design and rig, and that's probably going to be hard. And then if you can't draw, you also have to pay somebody to conceptualize what you know, the art that you want. So you have to have an artist to draw up your character, and then pay somebody else to like draw your character and rig it and all that stuff. So like, I didn't have to do any of that, because number one, Vtuber Studio is free. Number two, I just had to like watch a lot of tutorials and figure it out myself, and I did. And I didn't spend it. I have not spent any money. Nobody has done any of this for me. I just figured it out. Easier said than done, I understand, because it is hard. But I just, you know, on all of my spare moments at one point in my life, it was me figuring this out. So, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around until the end, you are a real one, because I know I be rambling sometimes. Please do not forget to go over and follow me on TikTok, and also subscribe to me here on YouTube. Then you can also follow me over on Twitch, because I be streaming every day from, no, let me not lie, it's not every day, Monday through Thursday from 9:30 until like midnight or 1, depending. I stream over there on those times, and so you can always come and check me out then. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you didn't enjoy it, just let me know. Let me know anything in the comments, whatever you want to say. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here, and bye.